Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Love, Light, and Life Affirmed, your daily affirmations for self love and growth. Hi, Collective. Welcome back into the channel, you guys. So, you guys, this is going to be a specific message. This is a very interesting message from the Cosmic Oracle deck. I was actually going to do our normal spread of, just whatever comes out. But as I was shuffling the cards, these group of cards fell out. And when I looked at them, this message just came to me, and it seemed like it was very specific, and it seems like it's something that needs to be addressed. And it's a message for a group of you. So I'm actually going to go over those with you. I just want to say again to all of my current followers and subscribers, thank you guys so much for all your love and support. You guys rock. You are absolutely amazing. I love you guys. I love the support that you guys are showing the channel. It is incredible. To all of the incoming followers and subscribers, welcome to the family, you guys. I always hope that my message are useful for you pertaining to anything regarding love or life. Okay? So, collective. Somebody has something to say, and I feel like it's pertaining to matters of the heart. And I say that because what I'm getting from the cards that came out is that there's somebody who really wants to say something, but they are terrified. They are scared beyond scared. It seems like this is a situation where there may be people who have fallen out, and you have one person who wants to reconcile. But again, they're terrified. They're terrified to speak up. So the first one that came out is let your feelings out, all of them, even the ones that scare you. Okay. So for whoever this person is, like I said, they are terrified to say what they truly want to say. And maybe it's out of fear of the person on the other side of this message, not receiving it well, maybe because, the last time they were in contact, it didn't go well. There was a disagreement. They didn't end on good terms. So I'm talking to somebody who is absolutely terrified, and they also have these feelings of guilt. It says guilt is a normal feeling. Just breathe in and let it go. This person is still holding on to these feelings of guilt because they realize that after this amount of separation, how they hurt this other individual. They are now realizing how bad their behavior was. They're realizing that they didn't represent themselves very well. And they also realize that the person that they hurt really loved them, really was in love with them. And so this person is having feelings of guilt right now that they can't seem to let go. So it's making it hard for them to express themselves because they're worried that the things that they have to say either will further push this person away. But these are things that even scare this individual because they're not used to expressing themselves on an emotional level in this particular way, but they have such strong feelings. I think the other issue that they're having is that they are constantly looking for answers outside of themselves. Stop looking outside yourself for the answers. You already know them. They know already deep down how they feel. They know in their mind what they want to say, but they keep going to people outside of them, whether that's family, friends, coworkers, whoever. Instead of listening to themselves, listening to their own intuition, they constantly are looking for people to guide them, to tell them what to do, what to say. And again, I feel like partially it's because they are terrified of saying the wrong thing because they feel like they only got one shot. On the other side, I think it's because they're not used to expressing themselves in this intense way when it comes to their emotions. This is somebody who is generally emotionally detached from people. They have relationships with a lot of people, but they are rarely emotionally attached. And obviously, that is due to maybe a past heartbreak or trauma that they dealt with as a child, whatever it may be. Expressing themselves in an emotional manner intelligently is difficult for this individual. And they don't realize that I think the best course of action for them is going to be for them to just be authentic. And I think they're exhausted because they are trying to find the right words, the right way, the right tone, the right grammar. They are exhausted because they're truly overthinking it. They're truly overthinking the situation to the point where it is causing them to be frustrated, where they think they need outside validation or help from others. And all that's doing is just confusing them because if they're talking to people, him or her, because you guys always make sure to flip the roles here, okay? This could be a man, it could be a woman that's having these feelings, but they keep going to external factors, trying to figure out exactly what to do rather than listening to what they already know, which is their intuition. And it's probably because this is a person who has not listened to their intuition in a very, very long time. It's probably been blocked for a very, very long time because they've probably been influenced by so many people for so long that they don't even trust themselves. Obviously, they feel like, you know, this past situation is broken because of the actions or inactions that they took against this other person. But it's time for them to speak up and speak out and let their voice be heard. And they need to be clear. In order for this person to get past this situation, in order for this person to address this guilt that they're feeling, to address these emotions that absolutely have them terrified, they are going to have to speak up and speak out. They're going to have to be very loud and make themselves heard, not in an aggressive way, obviously, because, you know, who knows how the other person is feeling at this time. But it is clear in this message that this person really has a lot on their mind that they want to get out. And this is the other one that came out, the last one. It says, someone is in need of your love, offer it to them. I feel like this person wants to reach out because they're in need right now. They may be going through something, they're having these realizations, maybe, and they want to talk to someone about it. But this particular thing that they want to talk about has to do with this person from their past that they hurt. And I feel like they want to address this person because, again, they've started to have these realizations about themselves, about their behavior, about why they are where they are in their life right now, why people have walked away or are no longer in their life, because this is a situation that has possibly happened more than once for them. So they are in their head right now trying to figure out how to do something that they've never done or they haven't done in a very long time, which is talk about feelings, their emotions, and come from an authentic place. I feel like when you're a person who do not address your emotions, when you don't deal with people from your heart space and you keep everybody at arm's length, you're not emotionally attached to others. There's not a lot of empathy that you feel. But for some reason, this person is now feeling all of these things. And it's kind of driving them crazy a little bit because they don't know how to start. Because again, this is not something that they've had a lot of practice in for a while, but they realize how important it is to do this. So I don't know who this is for, but somebody maybe headed your way, collective, who has a lot to say. I don't know how it's going to come out. I don't know in what format, whether that's text, email, phone. If you are not in contact with this person, if you block them, I don't know how they're going to find a way to communicate. But it seems like I said, somebody has a lot to say to somebody. So, for whoever this is for, hopefully this is helpful. If this is for you, I hope that however the situation turns out, it ends well at least, even if it's just, this person being able to express themselves, even if you guys don't end up reconnecting, maybe this will bring some clarity, some peace of mind, some closure for the both of you. Yeah, somebody got something to say. That's all I know. So hopefully this was helpful for you. Until next time, collective. Bye.